Hey everyone, this is basically part 2 to my original video where I said Donald Trump should shut up about talking about running for president. In this one, I say Donald Trump should shut up about asking for President Barack Obama's birth certificate, saying that there's a difference between his birth certificate and a certificate for live birth. I am here to show you that a certificate of live birth is a birth certificate, and the government, way before President Obama, said so and says so today. Look at this. All you have to do, folks, is Google certificate of live birth here and click on Wikipedia. And one of the references for in Wikipedia in the report is something called a report of the panel to evaluate the U.S. standard certificates, okay? Now, what is this? If you scroll down, it is includes a history of what's called the vital statistics system. And then if you search a little bit further, actually, if you go back to the table of contents and then click just a little bit more for what we want. In fact, I'll note that this was released April 2000, and it was updated November 2001 by the Division of Vital Statistics, the National Center for Health Statistics, okay? So, scroll through the acknowledgments and all that crap, and you find this. In information gathering, race and ethnicity, education. But what you really want to click on is the history. And what you find is that they will tell you the history of what they call a certificate for live birth. And you can go through it, and what you find as you go through and you read this document, which I highly recommend that you do, is that what goes into making up a certificate for live birth is updated on a semi-annual basis, but it's always been called a certificate for live birth, and these updates have occurred several times. For example, it says the panel further decided that the Hispanic ethnicity question would precede the race item, an approach devised by the Census Bureau after they found the placement of the ethnicity question after race was problematic in the 80 and 90 censuses and so on, okay? But the bottom line is that nowhere here in this entire document where it lists what should go into this certificate of live birth, does it say that a birth certificate is over a certificate of live birth. In fact, it says right here, items recommended for the 2003 U.S. Standard Certificate of Live Birth. And it goes on. Child's middle name, time of birth. That's for 2003. Okay? So, the point that I'm making, folks, is that Donald Trump is making a lot of noise just to bring attention to himself. And for those of you out there who are watching this and don't listen, okay, and want to find something wrong with the president's documentation because you don't like the president or you don't like that he's black, and some of you out there do have those issues, even though you don't want to admit them, let me tell you this. The president's certificate of live birth was issued in 1961. One of you out there sent me one of the dumbest emails I've ever received in my entire life talking about what the requirements are for a certificate of live birth now. It was issued in 1961, okay? None of you ever talks about the requirements then in the state of Hawaii. Why? Because it would prove you wrong. And that's the whole point. You don't really want to be proven wrong. You just want to make an argument to attack the president. You're wrong. Donald Trump is wrong. He should shut up about it, and the people who are out there saying this should shut up about it too. The bottom line is that the president has a legitimate certificate of live birth. You do, I do, and many Americans do. That's it.